we've got Alex with us from Team X. Alex, why don't you give us an intro?
Sure. My name is Alex, and by the way, can you hear me okay?
All good.
All right, great. I am the only member of my team here today, so I'll definitely keep it under 5 minutes. I'll aim for 3. So let me share my screen to show you the project. And give me 1 second. Share screen. Okay, so I've got a GitHub, and the product we're trying to create is called SkillsHub, and it's basically we're on the education track, and currently a lot of people are quarantined at home, or unfortunately some people have even lost their jobs, and so with the combination of these things, seems like we have a lot of free time on our hands. Assuming we're not an essential worker, we should have a lot of free time on our hands to further improve our skills, our education. And so we try to build a education tool that collects all of the free classes online and consolidate it into one interface. And let me walk you through it. So we focused on 3 main online platforms. One is Coursera, Udemy, and edX. And so these are very large companies that have a huge amount of classes. A lot of them are paid, but they even offer free ones. And so as I'm not a developer, but as a data scientist, I learned a few tricks on web scraping. And so I've taken that and try to go through each of these websites to pull in the name of the classes, the levels, like if it's a beginner, advanced, or intermediate, and whatever information that was available on those main pages. And so I can give you a quick view of that here. If you hit the F12 button on your Google Chrome, you get access to the HTML code, and I was able to identify these sections here that you can go into and figure out exactly which tag is this name, which tag is the author organization, whether it's free. And so we were able to do that with Coursera, but unfortunately with edX and Udemy, I didn't achieve the same amount of success in this day. So we're going to focus on Coursera for now. So going back to the project, eventually, after consolidating all this information, the goal was to build a website that an end user can get on, enter in their information, something that looks like this. So this is a prototype that Brandon, my team member, built. So we were pretty bare bones on this. We didn't build it all the way out, but we envisioned it to look like this, where somebody can enter in the job they want, or what they have, the skills they have, and then recommend certain courses or types of courses, and all of the courses that we downloaded or extracted from the internet are only the free ones. And so during this time, especially if someone's lost their job, we want to focus on the free ones so they don't have to they don't have to pay for it. So this is the user interface that we envision. But just to finish up on some of the back end, we were able to pull some key pieces of information. I'm going to scroll down to the data dictionary over here. So we pulled the title, the online organization, which in this case is only Coursera at the moment. But we want to make it so that we can use any organization. And we got a little. Maybe I'll rename this, but we have a column here that proves it's free and remove the ones that were paid. The author organization, which is a university, company, or even a person. Course type. In this example here, they were all regular courses, but there's other types of courses like degrees, certificates, and specializations. What we found in Coursera was the other ones you had to pay for. Level, beginner, medium, intermediate, advanced. Ratings is the average rating on this course based on all of their reviews, and then obviously the total number of reviews on each course. Ideally, I would like to add the subjects, the time it takes to complete, but you can see, at least in the main page, that information wasn't easily accessible. We would need further development to pull that data, but it is doable. And so what we found was that about half of the free courses on Coursera are at the beginner level, which is mostly good news for most people because not everybody is an expert at everything or intermediate at everything. It's good for people learning a new skill. It also helps you because it's like a teaser before you invest more time and resource into devoting into a single career. You can take a free class to figure out, is this what I really want to do? And if it is something that I really want to do, you can then further invest more resources into the more advanced courses. And so this doesn't surprise us that the more advanced the course is, the less likely it's free or the less free options there are. But that's pretty much it. So that's as far as we got. Hopefully in the future we can add more functionality. I spent a lot of time actually just troubleshooting how to pull all of the data. But for Udemy, for example, I was blocked. They had they knew that I was using automation to pull the data, and so they blocked. And then for EDX, I've got to figure out. I still have to figure out why it doesn't work there, but that's as far as I got. And then, thanks to Brandon for his elegant design here. So I'll share it up here too. But at the bottom left, this is where I like the most. A little strange though, because having people rate their own skill sets, that can be challenging. But the recommender of the courses is a pretty cool thing. And that's as far as we got. Yeah.
Right on. Well, yeah, I know you had a small team to begin with, and I know that there was some trouble, getting the team all there throughout it. So awesome job. I mean, considering you had some difficulties you were working with. What I guess I always just want to know kind of what technologies were you using to do this.
Yeah, so I did everything in Jupyter Notebook in Python. So I've got is this it? Yeah, that's the code up here. Everything's in Python. It's basically all scripted out. And then I've imported certain packages that help us scrape the data. I'm not familiar with what Brandon used to build his design over here, but I can ask and find out.
Yeah, no worries. We'll definitely share with Chantal and Liz, what you were working on. I think there's, some good stuff there, just as far as like surfacing some of this information to people. So really, really appreciate it. Thank you.